Well, this is awesome. What's going on, everyone? Wolf's in here, back at here again, and today we're gonna definitely discuss about the recent Nintendo Direct trailer that just came about today. Uh, Actually, up at the time I recorded this episode, it'll be over. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the Nintendo Direct because I feel like this was a W for Nintendo. I can go on and on that I can talk about all the stuff that they announced about it. There's not really that much of stuff that I really care about the Direct, other than the announcement of Super Mario Galaxy, the movie. It's finally coming next year, I believe. It's like, wow, it's like that soon, that in April. Wow, okay, cool. Also, they talked about the remasters of Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 that's coming over to the Switch, and there's some other games that I care, like Hyrule Warriors. They finally Hyrule Warriors. That's the continuation of Tears of the Kingdom Zelda game that was more like a Dynasty Warriors style type of game. Is finally coming to Nintendo Switch this year in December. They already announced it December 4th. It's coming over. I cannot wait to do the pre-orders and pick that game up. I'm so excited. But among other games that I really did not care, I mean, it was all based for family days and whatnot. I think they mentioned something on Metroid Beyond. I can't remember the fourth Metro game. Oh yes, they did mention Metroid Prime today. Absolutely, as you can see it in the video, they did mention it. They gave us a nice little small, trailer about it, and I was so excited about it. I was like, wait, there's gonna be a whole Metroid car racing or something like that? But no, that's just part of the game as mechanics and everything. And I was like, oh wow! And they also announced the release date of the game itself. So I did some little research and I went back again. So I had them mixed out. So for Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, the sequel to Tears of the Kingdom, well, kind of a prequel to how everything started, is releasing on November 6th. And Metroid Prime 4 is actually releasing on December 4th. So we finally got the two most upcoming games of the year in the Nintendo sphere. One of those two. Now let's get down to Pokemon Legends ZA. Oh my god. I heard there were rumors and leaks that they were talking about that Legends ZA was actually coming over to the Nintendo Direct, that they were going to announce some little trailer of Legends ZA, which to me it was like, alright, cool. I'm all about it. And I was watching the Legends ZA. It's like, alright, cool. It's just another Legends ZA. All of a sudden, the tables switch, and then all of a sudden you see the movement of Mega Evolution and you see Delphox next to it. I'm like, oh my god, is this happening? And all of a sudden you have Delphox, Chestnut, and Greninja with their Mega Evolutions. Now, I'm not surprised because there has been leaks and rumors that have been circling around the YouTube hemisphere and Twitter, of course, at 4chan and Reddit, that there's a potential leak out there about the confirmed leaks of the Mega Evolutions. Now, I always take it with a grain of salt because sometimes sometimes it's just baloney, and sometimes it is true. So I always take it with a grain of salt, and I highly suggest anybody who see these leaks, just like, let's wait until the final product. But so far, whoever leaked it, they sent a spreadsheet of some of the confirmed quote unquote Mega Evolutions that are coming in this game, Legends ZA. And I was like skeptical with some of them, but all of a sudden when Mega Dragonite came over, that was one of the first leaks that came out. I was like, whoa. And then the continuation with Mega Victory Bell and Mega Halucha and Mega Melamar, all those were very accurate to the leads, and especially the design as well, just the same as the leads. And they also confirmed with the Kalos starters, Greninja, Delphox, and Chestnut. And all and behold, you see the trailer with all these free Mega Evolutions. And let me tell you, the 3D rendition out of it looks sick. And my god, my favorite is Greninja. In fact, it's forcing me to get, when I choose the starters, it's forcing me to get Tepic, so that way I could get Greninja for the Mega Evolution. Is like, oh my god. I continue to look over for the trader. At the end, it says like you're definitely gonna can get any of these color starters and their Mega Evolutions. It's just not by the conventional sense. What do you mean by that? They say you can only get it through ranking for the online system, like by ranking. If you do a ranking, you get a reward, and one of those rewards is that you can get a Mega Evolution Stone, and that's how you get Greninja, which is kinda sucks. I really wish they could have actually implemented that as a like one of those terror raids. Kind of wish they kind of did that, or they could have done it as a mega, I guess, mega evolution raid, or one of those alpha raids, however you want to call it. It kind of sucks that now, and that means I have to go online, and to me, playing online is not my biggest issue because I don't care if I have to get it for online, I'll get it for a little bit. But I'm a type of person that I do not care playing online gaming. I kind of phased that out like years ago. Years ago, I phased that out for it. So right now, I really do not care on the online aspect, and I try to avoid it as much as possible. Even when I do terror raids on Scarlet and Violet, I try to avoid as much as possible. But if I can, and I do it, and that's that. But yeah, it's kind of sucks because as I looking over to it, you can get these color starters by just ranking online, but you're not gonna get it all in the same all at once. No, there's seasons in these online rankings. So you're gonna get Greninja's Mega Evolution on the first at the initial start of the game when it's released. You just rank, and apparently you'll get the Greninja Stone, the Greninja Knight. And then after that, there's a season 2. Then you can get the Delphas, and season 3 you can get Chestnut, and so on and so on. Which kind of sucks. I'm kind of disappointed that that's the only way. And then when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, I'm just going back to my original show starter total at that point. Yeah, I'm not gonna go ahead and wait for it. So it's kind of sucks that they actually implemented that. But at the same time, you know what? I'm excited. Well, I guess it's a nice way. You don't have to do a paywall to get to it. It's just a little grind to it. And I'm pretty sure everybody who gets the game, and as soon as they have the availability for online ranking, they're just gonna go online ranking with whatever Pokemon they got and say like, hey, let's do it. Let's just get this Greninja and call it a day, and that's that, which is understandable. But to me, that was not just the highlight. It's the fact that they announced 5 new Mega Evolutions. Wait a minute, did you just say you only saw the 3 starters from the release? Yes. So let me get to that. So they announced the 3 starters, the Kalos starters, Mega Evolutions. We saw them. Nice. Apparently, at the end of this trailer, a new trailer came about, and apparently it's the future DLC for Legend Z8.
Nani?
Which is crazy. Like, the game is not even out, and we're already talking about DLC?
Hold up. Wait a minute.
A paid DLC. Nevertheless. I'm like, okay. Hoopa comes in, and then just Hoopa does what Hoopa does, opening dimensions, and all of a sudden you opening this dimension and you see a bunch of mega stones, and it's kind of sus because some of these mega stones are just random. I don't even know what they are. And apparently, out of those random mega stones, 2 of them comes out, and it comes the 2 Mega Evolutions. Ones that nobody's ever mentioned it, not even on the leaks, not even on the PokeTubers, or Twitter, or 4chan, or Reddit, anywhere. Nothing has been mentioned about these 2 new ones. So this was like a complete shock and surprise for me. And then the 2 evolutions happen to be Mega Raichu. Both of them. Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y, which is to me is like, oh. So now they're getting the Charizard treatment on this one? And Mewtwo? Makes sense. And let me tell you, it's sick. Like, the designs of Mega Raichu X, I like it a lot more than Y. The Y looks more Pikachu-esque, so it kind of did a little de-evolution. What? In a sense. The Mega Evolution Raichu X, however, it looks much more improvement, and it looks sick as well. I looked into it, and it says that there's still the typing is still electric, which kind of sucks because that could have been a perfect opportunity for Pokemon Game Freak to added a new typing, which it will, I don't know. In my guess, it could have added Fire Electric. That would have been the first one, or Fire Dark. I mean, Electric Dark. That again, another new one that they could have just implemented, or Electric Fairy. There were so many other opportunities to do it, but I feel like they kind of miss it. But needless to say, as soon as I saw it, I was just like, wow. I was just cooking eggs for my baby and my wife, and all of a sudden I was looking in my phone. I was like, wait, where is this coming from? Holy Moses, what is going on here? So I'm just very happy and excited that this thing even came about. And let me say, after all that, and I was just like, wow. And then just Nintendo came back to announcing other games. There was the new DLC for the Donkey Kong Bonanza game. They also mentioned the first ever Mario Tennis Fever. I guess it's a continuation for Mario Tennis. Now it's gonna be on the Switch too. They also announced other games, for Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and they announced as well for the new Pokemon game. There's a new spin-off Pokemon game that I wasn't even aware, but apparently it is coming, and it's called Pokemon Pokopia, and it looks like, all right, it looks kind of cool. But all of a sudden, you see, the game, like, as the main character, your Ditto transform into a human, and all of a sudden you're building a kind of a society for Pokemon itself. A little weird, and I kind and at the same time interesting that Game Freak took a dive to that, like, oh wow, so they did that. Okay, cool, sure. I mean, I'm not too crazy about it, but sure, I guess that's one way to do things and whatnot. But I have to talk about it. I had to mention it to at least let you guys know that, yeah, this was at least one of the things that was announced. But also they announced like the new Monster Hunters new game, the Yoshi Stories, Mortal Kombat, and they announced the Virtual Boy. But on top of all of that, they also announced Resident Evil 9 Requiem for the Nintendo Switch, which is, I was like, oh, okay, I'm all about that. Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of that Resident Evil, and I was definitely gonna get it for the PlayStation 5. But if I have the access to actually like play it from my Switch, then I think I'd rather play it from my Switch. I can take it anywhere else, and then boom, I just play it right there and there. I have no problems with there. But and they also announced the Final Fantasy 7 remake integrate for the Nintendo Switch 2 as well, which is like, wow, there's like a couple of good announcements that they actually did. I mean, this Nintendo Direct by far is the best one of the year. I gotta give an A on this Nintendo Direct. That's my overall review for this Direct, especially when we talk about Pokemon. That to me, that was just a complete surprise, and I'm completely happy. But on top of Pokemon, the fact that some other games that I'm so interested, like Metroid, the Zelda game, Hero Warriors, and some others that I want and interested in playing, like it's making me now face myself from playing PlayStation to now just like playing Nintendo Switch all around, because now again with my Switch I can take it anywhere else and I can play the games, and most of the time I'm just playing Pokemon, so I need other games that I can enjoy myself playing. And maybe I'll play the Super Mario Galaxy game that I've always wanted to try it out. We'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, I gotta give this Nintendo Direct an A, 100%. It deserves a good grade. Great presentation. Great trailers. I mean, it's the best so far out of all the other games all the other showcases I've seen this year. So far, Nintendo, you nailed it. This was the one. This was that. So yeah. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think about this Nintendo Direct? Did you guys love it? Did you guys hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. And what do you guys think about the whole Pokemon Legends ZA aspect? About the Kalos starters getting their Mega Evolutions. Do you like it, hate it, and the whole paid DLC that's coming over afterwards? Like, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And also, tell me which part of the Nintendo Direct was your favorite out of all of it in the comments down below. And you guys, remember, if you guys got a specific topic that you guys want me to talk about, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll do my best to talk about it in the next video. So guys, don't forget to like and subscribe at Wolf Geek Pod. It's youtube.com/ at Wolf Geek Pod or wolfgeekpod.com. And yeah, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one. All right.